Yo, hey guys, Pop and Jacques Slade here. Back with another unboxing, or today, it's actually more of an unbagging than an unboxing, but from what I understand, regular pairs will come in a box in this packaging as well. You get what I'm saying, but right now, we got the bag, and it's actually something really cool. So if you don't know about the shop Bait, so they are a sneaker store. I kind of want to call them a sneaker store, but they also do like figurines, like these toys and stuff. And in my opinion, when it comes to like sneaker collabs, they are the most detailed and I would say the most accurate when it comes to like collabing with something that is out of the ordinary. Not like, oh, this is a Jordan that's based off of Jordan. Like if it's based off a toy or some sort of movie or something like that. When it comes to Bait, not very many people can match their sort of detail and design aesthetic. So I really appreciate the work that they do. So with that being said, let's jump in to this one. This is the Toy Story times Bait times Reebok Instapump Fury OG. For those that don't know, Toy Story is a movie that came out way back in 1995 from Pixar, aka Disney. And the Reebok Instapump Fury also came out back in 1995. So in a sense, both these shoes and this movie are celebrating their 25th anniversary. And obviously you see they are paying homage to the movie. These actually first popped up last year. So last year when Toy Story 4 came out, a sample of these hit the internet and people were going crazy for them because people wanted to get their hands on a pair. Obviously they didn't come out. They're just now coming out, and they're coming out on the 13th, but you have to enter the raffle by the 12th. And that's when they're going to announce the winners. They're going to be $200, so you know about that. And you will only be able to get them at Bait. They won't be available anywhere else. So make sure you check the link down in the description if you want to get yourself a pair. And again, Bait kills it when it comes to their collaborations. You'll see, if you're not familiar with them, you should get familiar with them. They are, I would say, the best in the game when it comes to being completely accurate. But let's jump into these. As you can see, they are based on Woody and Buzz Lightyear here. And each of the shoes, they go back and forth. So this one obviously Buzz Lightyear, and this one is Woody. And again, when it comes to the details, they really took these up a notch. I'm gonna go ahead and open this, and as you see, it comes in the regular toy packaging, like old school toys used to come in these packaging. So it's pretty cool that they're continuing the details there. So let's open this up and see what's inside to give you guys a better look at the actual shoes. So I really appreciate the detail that they're doing here to making this all come together. And you get to see like the old school packaging and like just that style of toys. Obviously a throwback to 1995. Actually, it's probably older than that because I don't think they were doing toys like that in 1995. This is probably like from the 70s, maybe the early 80s. So let's take a look inside. So it comes in just like this regular plastic bag, and the Reebok Instapump Fury is actually a running shoe, although not many people run in them now. When they were originally released back in 1995, it was Reebok's running shoe, or next performance style running shoe. They have a pump here, and it pumps up the bag here, or the bladder as they call it, the bladder that goes around the sides of your foot and keeps your foot compressed inside of the shoe. And then obviously you can tune it to however you want. You can pump it up to be as tight or as loose as you want it, and then you hit the little buttons here to let the air out. But let's get into the details of the shoe. Obviously you see that they're mismatched. Right is Woody, left is Buzz. So let's jump into Woody first. So the thing that I love obviously about this is the attention to detail. If you know about Woody, let me see if they have it a little bit here. They have a little bit, you can see a little bit of it here. So the bladder here is based off of Woody's vest. So you have that there on the vest. The liner is based off of Woody's shirt. Woody wears boots, and that's where we get the rubber outsole from. And then he wears jeans as well. And so you get jean material here on the inlays, which I think is a really dope touch. So the inlays here on the heel, on the back here, around your ankle, around the Achilles. The tongue uses the denim material as well. And then they have a leather patch here on the tongue, which I think is like an ode to his hat. It has a a bull there, and I'm not sure where exactly the bull comes from, but I'm gonna imagine that it comes from his hat. And then the final touch, which is just like mwah, chef's kiss when it comes to it, is this touch of red here on the heel and on the tongue pool. And if you know about Woody, you know that this represents his scarf that he would wear. And so that's that final little touch there. Again, the attention to detail is just out of this world. And then on the back here, they have Woody's sheriff pin that you see right there that he wears on his vest. So again, very, very cool touches. I really love what they did here. But let's take a look at Buzz Lightyear. Now, even though these are mismatched shoes and they come in the same pack, they did something extra special with these, and I'll go back to Woody here. The materials are actually different from shoe to shoe when it comes to the inlays. So on the inlays on this one, on Woody's, you have like the jean material. So you have the jean there at the toe and all of those places. But on this one, for the white parts of Buzz's astronaut outfit, is it astronaut? Space Ranger outfit, not astronaut, Space Ranger outfit, you have like this sort of plastic feeling material, which is just super, super dope to me. And again, that material, it's here at the toe. Maybe I would want to call it patent leather, but I think it's just like a plasticky sort of material. It's there, goes all the way through, and then it's all the way back on the heel as well. And you get it a little bit there at the heel as well. So it's all, maybe it's like a really thin patent leather, or it's a version of plastic, but you get it there, which I think is a great touch. Now, keeping with Buzz, you see here he has this green vest, and you have the green pops there. They have the 3 buttons, which is really cool. So the red, the green, and the blue buttons, which he has right on his vest here. Has his name there. Does Woody have his name here? No, Woody's name is not on him, but you have Lightyear there for Buzz Lightyear, which he has on his chest, which you can see right here. And then the purple, which is on his it's not a helmet, it's his I don't know, like his beanie sort of thing that he wears underneath his helmet. That's where the purple comes from. And then you have the purple there on the outsole as well. And then they do the extra little touches here, like the black and yellow hazard stripes. And then you have the red and white hazard stripes there as well. I just think they just took this to the next level. And then the final touches are on the tongue, where you see it says Space Rangers, which Buzz always represents. And then you have the Space Rangers there on the heel, and then a touch of black there again to go about the parts around his arms on Buzz's uniform. Like, together, it's a really dope collab. I almost want a Buzz pair and a Woody pair, but when I think about the movies, you really can't separate Buzz and Woody, because they're like this tag team duo, and without those two together, you don't really have the Toy Story movies. They make the movies work. And one thing that I was hesitant, because I wasn't sure if I was going to show you, but I definitely think I should. And it's probably the part that pulls at my heartstrings the most. You know, the Toy Story movies are kind of emotional, especially if you were a kid that played with toys. And one of the things that they did as like the final touch that I think really brings all of this together is on the insoles. So if you remember in Toy Story 1, I believe it was, they wrote on Woody's boot, and Andy wrote his name, and on the insoles they have Andy as well, which I just think that is super, super dope. Like, that is like the final touch. And again, when it comes to details, nobody really does it the way that Bait does it. And like, you would hope that they would have included something like this either on the insole or on the outsoles of the shoes. And because the way that these outsoles are shaped, you couldn't really do it there. So they elected to put it on the insoles, and it's like the perfect ending, or the perfect tie-in for the movies to have that there. It's obviously in brown here because of his boots, and then the purple boots that Buzz wore, so the purple there. And I just really love it. And for the final, some other details, they have the Disney Pixar Toy Story, and then they have Bait there as well. Now, again, these are going to be $200. They release on the 13th, and they are limited to Bait only. So if you do want a pair, you're only going to be able to get them at Bait. You can sign up. Again, I'll put the information down in the description. But if you are a Toy Story fan, or if you are a Pixar fan, or if you are a Disney fan, like, this is one of the must-have sneakers that you need to have in your collection. Like, nothing, I don't think there's anything that's really going to top this sort of detail when it comes to doing a collaboration. The fact that it's mismatched to tell the story, and that's part of the things that I love about sneakers, is being able to tell stories. So as much as I want each one of these individually, like a Woody pair and a Buzz pair, like, the fact that they have one of each really tells the story of Toy Story in my mind. It doesn't work if you do just Woody or just Buzz Lightyear. Like, you have to have them both if you're going to stay true to the story of the movie. So I just love that. And the way that they did the details, like his collar, I mean his scarf with these little details, that's amazing. They even switched the materials on the lace pulls. Like, this is like an older ribbon, and this is more like a leather piece that's nicer and stronger, like you would get on a spacesuit, because you got to protect them. And so, like, just like that sort of storytelling happening just on a pair of shoes really pushes the limit of what I think brands can do when they tell stories. And Bait did a wonderful job. Big shout out to Reebok and Bait for putting this shoe together. Again, big shout out to Bait. Hope you guys like these. If you want a pair, again, the info was down in the description. I'm Jacques Slade. As always, I appreciate you. Make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe if you really like what you see here. And if you don't, it's okay. I totally understand. I just want to make sure you enjoy the content. As always, I appreciate you. And I obviously have to end this video by saying, you've got a friend in me. All right, guys, I'll see you soon.